So if we look at this, we're 3 3/8 inches wide, and I think these were just a little bit wider than that. Yeah, you're a little bit wider, which is okay. All right, so we'll just go out to these ends. You see, it just all it does is makes the speaker a little bigger, which is fine. It's not gonna hurt much. Okay, but we do want to draw this end in here. Okay, so it's easier if we find the center. All right, to start off with. Now we won't draw them all. We'll just do this one, just so you know where the lines are coming from and why we're cutting it the way we're cutting it. Okay, so the outer edge tooth of our blade is going to be right on that line. All right, the angle will stop at this dash line. Is essentially what we want. So that's why we're going to draw this outer line on here. So that after we cut, that should be left. Okay. All right. So we're 3 1/2. Half of 3 1/2 is what? 1 1/4. 1 3/4, correct? 1 3/4. So we'll mark it at 1 3/4.
So.
All right. So there should be center, and then we're 1 1/4 wide. All right. So half of 1 1/4 is what?
That was after. That's it.
5/8, correct?
Yeah.
5/8. Good.
Oh.
So we'll mark it.
Oh.
I just set. I'm setting 5/8 right at my marking. Okay, and then I'm marking at 1, and then I'm marking at 1 1/4. All right, and it should measure between there 1 1/4, which it does, and they should be equal here. So there's 1 inch, and it's a little bit over 1 inch, but that's okay. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just go from the end of our board. We're going to go in just a little bit. We're just going to draw the line. All right. So we'll go right here. We want to draw that point. I should go over and get my pen in this video.
You want it?
Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to then set up the miter saw so that this is faced down. And we're going to make the cut. And what should happen is we should have that line left, but just a little bit of it. Two different things. We want to do a miter. Where's our piece that has it drawn on? Right here. So we want to do a miter, and then we want to do a bevel at the same time. Okay? In the paper it said a 43-degree angle. Okay? It makes sense if you have 43 and 43, or well, you're just slightly under 90. But then again, we're at an angle this way also. Okay, so it's approximately what we want. Now, actually, the 43, if we did a 45 and a 45, we'd be at 90. So a 43 actually is going to undercut us, and it's going to leave it undercut to the point, to the outer point, so that when we actually put it together, the inner is going to have a little bit of a gap, the outer then is going to fit nice and tight. It's actually why we do it. Okay? All right, so we want to set it at a miter. When I tested this miter, we were at a 15-degree angle. Okay? So go ahead and set it, I don't know, go that way with a 15-degree angle. Okay, so let me zoom in so we can see that. It's hard to see. Okay, good. Let me zoom back out. This is mostly so I can remember how to do it next time. Alright, so 15-degree angle. And then we want to set the bevel at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so to set the bevel, we loosen up this handle. So go ahead and you hold on to the, don't pull the trigger obviously. So go ahead and pull that up. You got to pull hard. There you go. You go that way. And right here is your indicator. And you see where I have marked it already? That's where you want to go. So you want to come this way just a little bit. Right there. Go ahead and lock it down. Alright. Okay. So let me zoom in on that. Okay. Alright. Then, did you bring out tools? There we go. So we have this clamp for one side, we have this clamp for the other. All right, so we'll use this clamp on this side first. So this end here just fits in this slot right here, so go ahead. And then it's got to overlap the, there you go, and it's got to, overlap this way. Good, it just sits in there like that. Okay, and then what I did was, is I put the, okay, and so what I did was, is I marked right here. See the little marking? Yep. Where the back side of this board needs to be. One side of this board wasn't square, the other was. Okay, so then I put this where the marking's at. Put that over top. And you screw it down. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we should be good. That's good. Okay. Now what we can do, oh, that's why I had that other board. I remember now. Okay, so now what we can do is we can just take all our pieces, right? We don't need to mark them. Okay. We can bring them all in, we butt them up. You put this over top, and we make the cut. Okay? So let's see, let's do it this way. Let's see how close we come. Square.
This side is square? This side's square, isn't it?
I think your board here is square. Okay, but we're butted up. Okay, make sure our distance away from the blade, remember we're at an angle now. We also need to make sure we're not hitting either one of these. All right, and you see we're not gonna, so we're good. If we have to, we'll move them back like that when we have to move back. That's going the other way, you'll see why. All right, and we should be set to make the cut. Right on the mic. Okay? Cut your other three. You only cut one side. So we gotta switch it to the other side to cut the other one. So right here. Yep. And then you place that on top. Okay, and you hold down here. Yep. Reach up. Pull. Squeeze. Push down hard enough. That's it. Let Brad cut one. Okay? Now the trick is, yeah, you want to get them in the right way. We want to go the right width. Yeah. Okay? So we're going with the grain, not against it. That's, yeah, if you're on it a little ways, that's fine. Yeah, you be on it a little ways. Okay, hold down good. Make sure you're against. Use this side of it. Anyway, go ahead.
Feels so weird.
Push down. Make sure you're pushing down hard enough so hold it. Good. Okay, I don't care who cuts the last one. Ow. Oh, 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 that'll go in the right way, Brad. Killing me. Right, there we go. Killed me. Killing me.
No worry.
Hold down good enough. So I can see it. Okay? Alright. Then we just want to take, and now we want to switch it over to the other side. Alright, well, start here. Start here. Make it a lot easier. Lift up. Okay, now come this way. Now flip this. Yep, and keep coming. There you go. Now your indicator's on the other side. Okay, and you see where the, oh, sorry, bring it back up. You gotta take this out of here, man. My bad. Okay, so go to 43. It's that mark right there. Yep. Back it down. Good. Okay, now turn it 15 degrees going the other way. Loosen that up. Yep. Go that, lift up, go that way. 15 degrees. You see why we gotta have that guard all the way out? The motor of the miter saw wants to hit 15. Yep. There you go. Okay. Now this one, you see the mark? See the mark right there? Okay, and then I just clamped it right in here. Nope, nope. Go ahead. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's see. So now you got to make sure this angle is faced towards us, right? Coming out at us the same way we were cutting over here. Okay, so you got to make sure it's faced this way, not this way. All right, because we're going to cut it narrower. And then you should be able to just butt it right up. Okay, you see where it's going to come in. And it's going to make that cut. It should reach that point, right? Yep, and you lay that right on top. Make sure you're pushing down. Okay, and then this time, you got to cut with the collector came out. So this time you got to cut with the opposite hand, right? Make sure your fingers are back far enough. Make sure you're not hitting anything. Okay.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, it's a little.
You done in the video or we still going?
Make sure this is against the fence. There you go. I'll press down hard. Just wash your fingers, biggest thing. Make sure you're pressing down hard enough. Yeah, it's here. You gotta go this way.
Oh, there's a button on that side.
Yep, there's a button on that side. It feels strange, don't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot there's a button on that side.
Yep. Okay, Gav, your turn.
This one, right?
Yep. Okay, place it on top. Make sure you catch enough of it. Okay, make sure it's in tight. You hold here with your right hand. You hold back a little ways. There you go. Grab there. Okay, squeeze, pull. Down through. Okay. Done. You got one more?
Yep.
All right, we're good.